Indeed, India's Jessica Taneja joins us for more on this. Well, Jessica, Jaishankar's visit, of course, has garnered a lot of attention as it's a visit after almost a decade. And on the one hand, Indian and Pakistani foreign officers had ruled out bilateral talks between the two states. On the other, India remains actively engaged in various mechanisms of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. How do we see this visit and what's expected on the agenda?
Well, if you've seen from the recent past, relations between India and Pakistan have certainly not improved, at least to the bilateral level talks in so many years that we've seen. The last visit was, in fact, by Prime Minister in 2015 and previously by Sushma Swaraj to attend a summit in Afghanistan, the Heart of Asia summit. So, this kind of high-level delegation visit to an extent only seems to sort of look at this entire visit from the perspective of what India wants out of this, and with the representation, it necessarily does not come with any kind of bilateral talks with the Pakistani counterparts. That has certainly been ruled out, not just by External Affairs, not just by the Ministry of External Affairs, but also Dr. S. Jaishankar himself, who said that nothing of that sort has been planned in this visit. It is a multilateral summit, and his presence there, of course, would entail more engagements and would look at the various aspects of this multilateral engagement as to what India has to offer and what the regional players in cooperation would do. With that said, India's stand remains firm on the issue of terror. For many years now, India has stated that terror and talks will not go together. Till the time Pakistan continues to harbour terrorists and also allow its soil from emanating terrorist activities, India will not engage in any kind of formal talks, or perhaps even at the level where a lot of issues can be worked upon, especially with Pakistan's interference in Kashmir, which has agitated India for many years now. And it continues to do so with terror activities that are funded across the border. So until and unless those issues are sorted out or ironed out, no momentum can be seen further in the relations between the two countries, apart from, of course, the truce on the border in 2021 that did ease tensions and laid the ground for talks. But as you heard officially from the government, which says that no talks between the two nations until and unless Pakistan settles the terror talk.
Well, Jessica, you spoke about some of the current complex geopolitical dynamics. How important is the moment for regional cooperation, especially for India?
Well, India's presence at the summit is indicative of one factor, which is to engage more with Central Asian countries and look at the grouping that currently there is at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. You have Kyrgyzstan, you have Tajikistan, you have Uzbekistan, and you also have Iran in it, along with Belarus, Pakistan, China, and Russia, of course. So the grouping in itself is quite significant in terms of the countries that it does include, especially Kazakhstan. The SCO summit earlier was held in Kazakhstan, as you'd remember, just in June this year, where External Affairs Minister had gone as well, putting forth India's interest as to what it would gain out of this grouping, which particularly focuses on security and economic coordination in the Eurasian region. So an interaction and an engagement with the Central Asian nations is essential for India's economy, and perhaps with few oil-rich nations as well. This could further give momentum to India's economic powerhouse and continue on its own endeavors. And that is perhaps what India is seeking at multilateral events like the Shanghai Cooperation Organization or the BRICS summit that there will be in the future.
All right, Jessica, thank you so much for all those details.